John Kennedy was against the bill. He sits on the Appropriations, Judiciary, and Budget Committees, and he joins us now. So, Senator, I don't know if you got a chance to hear from Chief Owens, who said that he was disappointed that this would have helped us to make the country safer, would have cut down on the number of single adult males entering the country that we've lost track of.
Single adult males. I guess it's an improvement over military-aged males.
Not to mention these gang members as well.
God, it just aggravates me that they talk about these migrants like they're all MS-13 members. And then all the video they show, while they say this, in the same breath, they show video of kids and women and children and not these gang members they claim are all coming in.
So tell us what your take is this afternoon as this thing has imploded.
Well, for several days, Martha, the border bill has been dead. It's been as dead as Woodrow Wilson.
Good one.
And now it's official. We just finished voting. There will be some who will want to continue to talk about this bill. It's their right, but I think they'll just be grooming a corpse. How we got here is no mystery. Some of my Democratic colleagues say Republicans welched on a deal. There was no deal to welch on. As part of this supplemental bill, we asked to have some border provisions explored that might slow President Biden's open border down. Leader McConnell appointed James Lankford to do that. He did the best he could negotiating with people who support an open border. He brought the product back to us in the Republican conference in the Senate. And we said, James, we appreciate your hard work, but this is not sufficient.
Okay, but you could have told him that privately, and then he wouldn't have come out and said we have a deal. So something happened, buddy. Why are you throwing your pal under the bus here? I just think it's so sad to see them throw their colleague under the bus like this. Like, James, you screwed it all up, man. You got a bunk deal here. Can't even stand up for their colleague.
This is Kyrsten Sinema, who is obviously from Arizona, who was part of the three-senator team who put this deal together. Here's what she had to say this morning when she spoke with Bill Hemmer and Dana Perino. Watch.
What our bill does do is close the border during times of high traffic. I do want to note, every single day this year, the border would have been closed had my bill become law. Every single day this year, because the number of people coming is so high.
Obviously, she's very frustrated. She said that in her home state, people they don't care about politics. They want to make at least, and you just said, Senator, that you were looking for some provisions that would improve, right? And when you go through this, and I understand that people on both sides have very big, differences over this, but you don't think there were some provisions in there that were worth moving on?
I can't predict the future. I have to wait for it like everybody else. But I don't see how anybody could look at this bill and confidently predict it would have been an improvement.
Well, the chief of the Border Patrol just said exactly that. Don't you think that?
Yeah, dude. And the woman who wrote it just said it would shut down the border. What do you mean? No improvement at all with the border shut down and the Border Patrol behind it? Who are you, man?
He probably knows better than anybody what would have helped his people out a little bit.
And I have great respect for him, but I disagree with him.
Based on what? He works there. You don't. Look at her face. Even she is shocked. Like, dude, what kind of reasoning is this? I disagree with him. You mean the guy in charge who works there every day?
This bill would have required President Biden. It was given him enormous discretion. And I don't think he cares. And when somebody acts like they don't care, sometimes it's not an act, Martha. This president, for example, Kyrsten talked about, in your clip there, she talked about the president's emergency powers. The president had emergency powers if he chose to use them.
What? This fool, man. These guys are something else. They've run out of excuses. All they can say now is that it doesn't matter if we passed every law in the books. Doesn't matter if we passed every law we dreamed of. We have no confidence that Biden would enforce them. And that's the hill they're willing to die on. I don't know how anybody accepts such nonsense.
Many people feel like this is something that we need to figure something out quickly, that it can't wait until the election necessarily. So I thank you for giving us your thoughts on all of it as you watch this afternoon, and we'll stay on it. We'll speak with you again soon. Thank you very much, sir.
That's it. I'm glad she said that. Like, you want us to just wait till the election to deal with this? You're just telling the people of Texas who are dealing with a nightmare, Arizona, California, you gotta wait. We just gotta wait till we get Trump in there, man. That's it. It's true. Only 4 Republican senators voted for their own deal. And it was a Republican wish list. It was as good as it's going to get for them ever. And only 4 of them voted for it. It just shows you that they're not serious about solving the southern border. They like that problem. They want it to keep going, which is very frustrating, because as somebody who cares about politics in this country, I want to see problems get solved. I want to see solutions. Even if I disagree with them, I'd like to see them, and they offer nothing except gotta wait a year till Trump's president, then we can actually do something. That's not a solution, man. After being hysterical about what's going on down there, you're just going to tell us to wait a year? Nah. No way, man. And like, what if Trump doesn't become president? Yeah, exactly. Like, is that it? Is it just there's no fallback plan or anything? It's just got to wait till Trump gets in there because Biden will not enforce any rules that we put into law. I mean, this is not an answer. And Democrats are just going to hammer Republicans on this. They will rue the day that they win against this deal, because I think they're going to get just pounded on. And it's going to be really hard for them to explain their way out of this one.